Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program, or IJP, where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? Brought to you by Grandy's Homestyle Cooking. I'm your host, Brian Thompson. As you may have already gathered, this program is now exclusively sponsored by Grandy's, the world's foremost fast food chain specializing in traditional home-cooked favorites such as country fried steak, chicken fried chicken, and livers. The financial windfall from this sponsorship has allowed me to continue my work investigating the true reason why McDonald's stopped serving pizza, and later in this program I shall reveal a shocking new development in said investigation. But first, I feel I should update you, the listeners, on recent events. Last week, I informed you that the offices of the Pizza at McDonald's network had burned down due to what the fire marshal calls a quote-unquote bird accident. Our unscrupulous landlord, who did not reveal to me that the building had no insulation or functioning windows at the time I was cajoled into signing a 9-year lease, held the Pizza at McDonald's network responsible for the entirety of costs related to the fire. On top of this, my social media intern Bol Kakakia abandoned his post and went on the run with Janet Scooper, the chief account executive at Brought to You by Inc., our subsidiary advertising company. As such, I had no one to maintain daily operations of the network, and I had no one to sell much-needed advertising time on our programs to cover the cost of the destroyed office building. This placed me in what can only be described as a financial boondoggle of titanic proportions. Thankfully, in our darkest hour, a metaphorical light shined through the literal tunnel in which I was camped out beneath a local McDonald's in order to use their wireless internet without having to be a paying customer. I received personal correspondence from the CEO of Grandy's, one Josiah P. Grandy IV, who expressed an interest in my investigation. According to Mr. Grandy, Grandy's is able to provide complete home-cooked meals to their customers, including at least 2 delicious side items, on a schedule equivalent to any other fast food establishment. The fact that McDonald's claims pizza took too long to make, he says, is quote-unquote bananas. As federal antitrust guidelines prevent Grandy's from launching their own investigation, Mr. Grandy has committed to providing me with whatever financial resources I need to continue my work, in exchange for a certain amount of advertising time on each episode of this program. I eagerly accepted. With our staff still on the run and in sole possession of the passwords to our social media accounts, the Pizza at McDonald's network is still in limbo. But, with the help of Grandy's, I have been able to pay off my illegal debt to our former landlord, fund my McDonald's pizza investigation indefinitely, and also place a down payment on a new home in the Hollywood Hills, which will afford me the privacy and stature commensurate with an international media figure such as myself. In short, things are looking up. Now, on with the investigation. Recently, I was made aware through McDonald's corporate social media accounts that the company is initiating several programs to improve their detrimental impact on the environment. Obviously, they have a social media intern who has not abandoned them in their most desperate hour. One such program is designed to decrease McDonald's greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Obviously, the fastest and easiest way to do this would be to bring back pizza, as pizza's primary ingredient, the crust, comes from environmentally friendly crops such as wheat and possibly corn. As McDonald's has outright refused to do this, I can only assume their greenhouse gas policy is at best a half measure. But another more local program caught my interest. McDonald's UK is planning to phase out plastic straws at restaurants across the remnants of the British Empire. According to the press release I read, British subjects discard an enormous number of plastic straws per year. Exactly how many, I cannot say, as it was one of the least interesting details in the release. The most interesting? That the CEO of McDonald's UK is a gentleman by the name of Paul Pomroy. As loyal listeners know, Pomroy is also the name of the desolate Ohio town whose McDonald's restaurant was the last to serve original recipe pizza. Late last year, due to an oppressive decree from McDonald's corporate, their pizza operation was brought to a permanent end, thus finally rendering McDonald's pizza extinct. There is, of course, a novelty McDonald's in the Orlando, Florida area that has a brick oven pizza station, but as I am frankly exhausted from pointing out, this is not original recipe, and therefore should be rendered non-canon. If my journalistic training has taught me one thing, it is this: coincidences do not exist. If the last town to serve McDonald's pizza shares a name with the CEO of McDonald's UK, there must be a connection.
Welcome to McDonald's Customer Services. Please note your call may be recorded for verification and training purposes. Please stay on the line and one of our team will be with you shortly. McDonald's Customer Services.
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson, and I was recently browsing the McDonald's UK website, and a couple of things caught my attention that I would like to ask you about, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Well, first of all, I noticed that there's a section promising that McDonald's UK does not employ slave labor, and I guess I just wanted to commend you for that.
It doesn't employ what, sorry?
Slave labor?
I can double check that with a colleague, but I would have thought no.
Right. Well, there is a promise on your website that you do not employ slave labor, and I guess this isn't a question, it's more of a commendation. I just wanted to thank you for not employing slave labor. My real question... Excuse me?
I said okay.
Okay. Well, my real question is about your CEO. I noticed on your website that the CEO of McDonald's UK is a gentleman by the name of Paul Pomroy. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
Do you know Mr. Pomroy, or is he available to speak by any chance?
I wouldn't be able to put you through to him. I can put you through to the main switchboard and see if they would be able to help you any further.
Are you aware of a McDonald's in a desolate town in the United States called Pomeroy, Ohio?
No, we don't deal with any of the McDonald's stores outside of the UK.
I see. That makes sense, except that it's quite famous because it was the last McDonald's that was allowed to serve pizza. Do you remember when McDonald's used to serve pizza?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Did you ever have it?
No, I never had it myself. I'm only 24.
Oh, I see. But you've heard stories about it?
Mm-hmm.
From whom, if you don't mind my asking?
Just my colleagues.
And what did they say about it? I'm sorry if I'm prying. I'm an investigative journalist.
Okay. If you have any further questions, you need to speak to the press office.
Well, I have some questions about Paul Pomroy and the fact that he shares a name with the town that was the last town that was allowed to serve pizza. And I was just wondering if there was a connection, if his family is related to the family that founded that town. Maybe you can't tell me that. Maybe you should connect me to the switchboard.
Yeah, of course. I can do that for you now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bear with me.
Hello? 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 Very suspicious.
Welcome to McDonald's Customer Services. Please note your call may be recorded for verification and training purposes. Please stay on the line and one of our team will be with you shortly. McDonald's Customer Services.
Hello, I called a few minutes ago and I was going to be connected to the switchboard. I had some questions for and about the CEO of McDonald's UK, Mr. Paul Pomroy.
It was me that you spoke to. Did you get through to the main switchboard or did it cut out?
It cut out.
Okay. Would you like me to give you the number, the direct number, and then you can
Oh, sure. That would be
call them?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
It's 03702.
03 7. Is that a letter O or a number 0?
Number 0, sorry.
Okay, 0370. And what was the next number?
03702.
2. Okay.
413.
413. Oh, over here in the States we call that 13, so that's 413.
And then 300.
And 300, almost like your national hero 007.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello, Dad speaking. How may I help?
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson. I'm trying to reach the CEO of McDonald's UK, Mr. Paul Pomroy, or someone who can tell me about his family history.
About what history, sorry?
About his family history?
About his family history?
Yes, he shares a name with a city in the United States. Well, city is kind of a kind...
I wouldn't have a clue who would be able to help you with that, I'm afraid. I'm sure it's all confidential anyway. We have a new data protection now. I doubt very much anybody will be able to disclose anything.
Oh, I see. But is he in himself? May I speak to him?
I wouldn't be able to put you through, I'm afraid. He's the CEO.
Right. He's the CEO, which is why I would like to speak to him. I'm an investigative journalist. My name is Brian Thompson.
I'm afraid.
Okay. May I ask you, have you been told not to speak with me? My name is Brian Thompson.
No.
No one has mentioned anything about not speaking to someone investigating McDonald's pizza?
Investigating what, sorry?
McDonald's...
No, I don't actually know what you're on about, to be honest with you.
McDonald's pizza? You don't remember McDonald's serving pizza?
Pizza?
Yes. The Italian delicacy?
No. I don't know anything about pizza, I'm afraid, because there is a switchboard.
I see. Well, that's not very surprising. So if I wanted to reach Mr. Pomroy, how would I do so?
I could take your name and address, your name and phone number, and I could send a quick message to his PA, see if she would be able to return your call.
Well, I've already submitted my name and phone number to McDonald's several times before to no avail. We'll have to find some alternative means, but thank you very much for your time and for your candor.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thanks, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Today's episode of Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's is brought to you by Grandy's.
If you love country fried steak and love saving money, I've got some good news for you. Now, Grandy's country fried steak dinner is only $2.99. Served with potatoes, home-style gravy, vegetables, and 2 made-fresh rolls. No wonder more people chose Grandy's by more than 5-1 over the leading burger place. And now our country fried steak dinner is only $2.99. Grandy's, the best fast food. And we couldn't say it if it weren't true.
Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com, to our Twitter page at pizza@mcd's, through Facebook at facebook.com/pizza@mcd's, or on our Instagram account at instagram.com/pizza@mcd's. Subscribe to our IJP on Apple Podcasts, and if you like the show, consider leaving a review. Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's merchandise is available from our Teespring store at teespring.com/stores/pizza@mcd's. To provide financial support, visit patreon.com/pizza@mcd's. Or to make a one-time donation, use our PayPal email address, pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com. I'm Brian Thompson.